Hello and welcome to this week's Isothermal Campus Connection. I'm Chuck Thompson.
And I'm Brittany Robinson. Coming up, we'll be discussing issues such as the new appearance of new vending options on campus,
As well as speaking to an astronaut who has visited the stars.
In this week's news around Isothermal Community College, we have a host of fascinating stories. Why don't you tell us about the new food options on campus, Chuck?
Yeah, well, Brittany, there are a host of new vending options accessible to students in the Student Center who may be hungry for a midday meal. The new vending machines boast food options that are more geared towards fulfilling out the school's menu for a hard day at work, on studies, and for those that are just needing a quick grub on the go.
In other news, Isothermal Community College is participating in an initiative led by community colleges in the Charlotte area to make the region a powerhouse for global commerce. The idea behind the project, called the Regional Collaborative for a Global Economy, is to revitalize the prosperity of the Piedmont by training a globally competitive, job-ready workforce, the result of which is sure to improve upon the quality of education here at ICC. Joan Higginbotham spoke at Isothermal's Foundation for the Performing Arts Center last month. Charles Harrison had the opportunity to talk with her. She began her career in 1987 at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Her resume lists multiple awards, including the National Space Medal in 2006. As one of Charlotte's most influential women in 2014, she had a lot of advice to offer.
I'd have for anybody, whether they're community college, whether they're already in college or heading that way, it's like, look, whatever you want to do, go for it. You can do it. There are always people that are willing to help you out. Find those people. Support yourself with really wonderful people. And don't let a setback keep you back would be my advice. People who saw something in me that I may not have seen in myself. So I obviously had my own career plan, and someone said, hey, I think you'd make a good this. And I said, well, let me try that. Or I think you'd make a good that. So it's really nice, as I said, when you have supportive people around you. People see things in you that you may not see in yourself. So maybe there's somebody in your life who will say, hey, Charles, you're going to be on CNN News, and you need to go for it.
Last time on Campus Connection, we showed you how to access Isothermal's Patriot Report for educational planning. Brittany Robinson has a few more tips to using Patriot Report and what to do if you need help.
I'm here at the help desk inside the Learning Support and Retention Center, which should be your first stop if you need help with troubleshooting or your email.
A lot of times students either don't know that they have an account for Patriot Report, or they miss the email with their information contained in that and how to set up a password, and that's totally fine. If you need to get help getting into your Patriot Report and getting access, or let's say you've forgotten your password and you need to have your password reset, Kathy Green works at our help desk. She can reset that password. When she does that, she's going to give you a card that looks like this, and it lists your username and your password so that you hopefully won't lose it again, and keep it in a safe place. And you can just say, I forgot my password, or I don't know my username, and it's very helpful if you can include your student ID in there, or at least the last four of your social.
Checking your financial aid information on Patriot Report is simple. Once you log into Patriot Report, you can see your financial aid by year, by term, and also see your financial aid award letter. Your financial aid award letter would show any types of grants or scholarships that you have received for that term. I just got my Pell Check, and now that I know how to access Patriot Report's financial aid information, I'm going to use it. Having all of this information in one handy place, such as Patriot Report, allows a student to be more organized and prepare for financial planning. Reporting for Campus Connection, I'm Brittany Robinson.
A community outreach project is taking shape in an unlikely way by the use of bags used primarily for recycling. Isothermal educator Lisa Canterbury is taking a stand for the homeless people in our community by recycling bags into mats that can be used for the homeless. For more information as ways to help and contribute to this noble cause, you can email Lisa at lacanterbury@isothermal.edu. Have you ever astonished yourself with an amazing talent you possess and want the world to see it? Well, you're in luck because auditions for Isothermal's Got Talent are now underway. Ready to show that it's possible to juggle 4 cats while riding a unicycle? I know I'd love to see that. Come audition. Maybe juggling cats isn't your thing, but you still want to come audition. That's okay, bring your talent. Time is running out. Contact Carolyn Young at cyoung@isothermal.edu to set up your audition by March 27th. All auditions will be posted on Isothermal's YouTube channel, Isothermal TV. Voting begins April, and the top auditions will compete in the finals on Sports Day.
Coming up after the break, we will check on local sports as well as a new field of study coming to the college. But first, here's a look at this week's weather.
They push their bodies to the limit. Their minds are sharpened to precision to think clearly under pressure. They are the future of protecting and serving.
If you have any questions or would like to find out more information, contact Brenda McFarland at bmcfarland@isothermal.edu, or you can just come by the campus to the Applied Science Building. If you think you have what it takes, we'll see you soon.
If you're interested in gardening or have a child in the Rutherford County school system, then you'll want to pay extra attention to this week's county wrap-up. Here's Dylan Huffman.
With spring fever in the air, the towns of Forest City, Spindale, and Rutherfordton are hard at work in getting Rutherford County ready for the upcoming season. The 2015 Spring Garden School will be holding classes on March 14th from 8:30 to 2 at the Rutherford County Cooperative Extension Center. Anyone who is interested in how to better their garden is welcome to attend. If you have any questions, you can contact Jan McGuinn at 828-287-6015. In Rutherfordton, Kid Senses is offering free admission on the first Friday of every month through the end of the year. They're calling it Fantastic Friday. This has been made possible through a grant that Kid Senses received from Duke Energy. With all the snow and ice that we've had over the past few days, Rutherford County schools have missed several days. Superintendent Dr. Janet Mason wants parent input on how the school system should make up the days they have missed. Parents will receive an automated call and are encouraged to take the survey. The citizens of Small Town Friendly are what make the county just that, friendly. Reporting for Campus Connection, I'm Dylan Huffman.
Because a race is coming to ICC. It may not be NASCAR, but it can be just as exciting, and not only can you watch, but you can participate too.
Sponsored by the Campus Life Committee, and it is the Start Strong, Finish Stronger Derby, and it will be held on Sports Day this year. Students, faculty, staff, committees, clubs can purchase kits through the bookstore. You get a wooden block, axles, and wheels for $6 from the bookstore, and you will take your kit and make your car out of it, and then you will race it on Sports Day. To be eligible to race your kit in the Start Stronger, Finish Stronger Derby, you must purchase your kit through the bookstore, and that is also the way that you actually register for the race. There are rules and specifications that you'll have to follow, and the rules will be given out when you pick up your kit, and you make your car to the specifications, and then you will weigh in that morning, the morning of the race, and you make sure that your car meets the weight regulations. You will also have a period of time to, if your car does not meet the weight regulations, to make your car meet the weight regulations and make modifications. And then when you're satisfied, or when 12 o'clock comes, the period is over and your car is ready to race.
The state basketball title, Dreams for the Lady Hilltoppers, came to a heartbreaking end at Thursday's 2A regional semifinals as Wilkes Central dropped RS Central 54-45. The Lady Hilltoppers finished the year with a 21-6 record. In area baseball action, RS Central cruised past Drawn 8-2. Chase pummeled Shelby 10-0, and the Thomas Jefferson Griffins beat Mitchell 5-4.
There's a lot going on this month at Isothermal.
This year's Writers' Workshop will be held on March 28th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This marks the 11th year. The featured writers this year are Tony Early, a Rutherford County native, and Kathy Smith Bowers of Mill Spring. The topics will include the physiology of sound and the construction and use of metaphor.
Registration will cost $25 and will include snacks, coffee, and tea. The deadline to register is Friday, March 20th. For more information or to register, you can contact Dr. Kathy Ackerman at 828-395-1301.
Nominations for the 2015 Robert Wendell Eves Award for Distinguished Teaching at Isothermal Community College are now open.
The award is given each year to an instructor who demonstrates excellence in teaching and a true zeal for service to students.
Any full-time employee of Isothermal who spends at least 25% of his or her time on the job in teaching is eligible for the award.
Faculty members of the Eves Selection Committee are not eligible as candidates for the award. The faculty not eligible are Tim Beaver, Brett Parker, Amber Thompson, Melissa Johnson, and last year's winner, Nathan Fisher.
Nominations may be completed online at the deadline for nominations is Wednesday, March 18th. Past winners have included our own broadcasting instructor, Jay Coombs. For more information, contact Tim Beaver, 2015 Eves Chairperson at 828-395-1616.
One of Rutherford County's fastest growing industries is tourism.
Well, the new Tryon International Equestrian Center and other tourist destinations in our area is on the rise.
Isothermal Community College is preparing people for job opportunities associated with this growing industry.
The Isothermal Hospitality Tourism Institute begins March 16th. It will train people to succeed in the industry. The program offers 52 hours of training over 6 weeks. Once complete, the students will have 2 certificates to present when applying for jobs. Classes are available at Rutherford and Polk locations. For more information, contact Karen Marshall or Mark Franklin. Space is limited. Financial assistance is available.
Did you know that the first gold dollar coin was minted here in Rutherford County? And did you also know that the first gold rush in our country's history took place right here in Rutherford County? David Wellman reports the first of our 2-part series, the Beckler Mint.
Christoph Beckler was born in Germany in 1782. At age 15, he worked as a gold and silver apprentice. In 1829, in Philadelphia, he became an American citizen. Shortly after, he moved his family to Rutherford County, where he opened a jewelry and clock repair business. At that time, Rutherford County was in the middle of a gold rush. The miners and merchants in the area had a big problem. They needed to find a way to mint the raw gold to currency. Beckler was asked to examine and convert their gold coins. He agreed. In the span of 9 years, Beckler minted over $2 million. The house he lived in is now open to the public. Displays include original screw press that he designed. To learn more about the museum, visit them online.
President Obama recently announced a plan that could mean greatly reduced cost for education for community college students all over the nation. The plan would establish a system where many students from low-income families would be able to attend community colleges in exchange for volunteering extra hours. This plan, while in its early stages, is sure to make colleges more accessible for many more people who otherwise might not be able to afford it. The program is inspired by other community colleges who have decided to implement this style of plan on a smaller and more local level, and the demand has been enormous. Whether or not this plan will be beneficial on a federal scale, however, remains to be seen.
It's been a wonderful week for news here at ICC.
Indeed it has, Chuck. I'm Brittany Robinson.
And I'm Chuck Thompson, and we are signing off for Isothermal's Campus Connection with footage from the audition at Isothermal's Got Talent.
in chains. I finally found my way. I'm